All right, we are making cottage cheese toast. If you are ever on the internet, you have likely come across this lately. And at first I thought, but I love cottage cheese and I love toast. So I have been giving it a try lately, and I will admit I am in love. So we're going to make MRC cottage cheese toast, and I'm not only going to show you how to make delicious cottage cheese toast, you don't even need to like cottage cheese, but I'm also going to show you some MRC tips. So first off, I have toasted a piece of 45 calorie bread. So you want to find a bread that's between 40 and 50 calories. This is a good one. This is the Sara Lee brand. And what I'm going to do is what I did already actually, was I set my scale to 0. So you can put something on your scale and then you can set it to 0. So what I did was I go ahead and said, okay, I want to put it right on top. So I've got my scale set at 0, and then I'm going to go weigh out my cottage cheese. In this case, I need 4 ounces. So I'm going to weigh myself to 4 ounces of cottage cheese. You could weigh yourself to whatever is on your menu, or you could do a combo. All right, so I am now, my last little dab will do me. I'm at 4 ounces of cottage cheese on my toast, so I didn't have to get anything dirty to measure it. So now we're going to assemble our cottage cheese toast. All right, so now we have our cottage cheese spread evenly across our toast, which is pretty firmly toasted because we want it to hold up to the to the cottage cheese. Now, you can go all sorts of ways. You could go a pizza vibe, you could go dill, you could use the most popular and probably perfect option, everything bagel seasoning. It does not have to be by Mrs. Dash. There are a lot of low sodium everything bagel seasonings at the grocery store, but an everything bagel spice seasoning is perfect for this toast. You could do Italian seasoning. You could do hot sauce. I'm going to do a few red pepper chili flakes on mine like this, just to give it a little bit of heat, because a little bit of heat is good, for me at least. Not too much, but a little. You could use salt and pepper. Your cottage cheese is going to be salty a little bit, so you probably don't need a lot of salt, but a little bit if that's what you'd like. Now, I am going to do a dash of balsamic vinegar. It is the perfect complement to this toast. So I'm going to put a little bit of balsamic vinegar across the top. I am going to top this. You could now top this with cucumber. Sliced cucumber would be great. I'm going to do some tomato across the top. And then I'm going to top it with avocado. So we're going to go this direction with these. You could do just avocado if you wanted. That one won't fit, so I'll eat her. And here, my friends, is a delicious cottage cheese, balsamic vinegar, avocado toast. Again, if you're a hot sauce person, hot sauce would be great over this. If you wanted to go with a pizza vibe, you could do some sort of a pizza seasoning and then top that with tomato. That would be delicious. You could do 2 ounces. You could do a half and half. You could do 1 boiled egg, sliced boiled egg across the top, and cottage cheese. That would be great. You could do that vibe with cottage cheese, 1 boiled egg, and then bacon across the top. That would be a great breakfast vibe. But any way you slice it, we have a delicious avocado toast. I have toasted it nice and thick so that it will hold up. And we have toasted bread, cottage cheese. Now remember, when we choose our cottage cheese, you're going to go for a low-fat cottage cheese. If your cottage cheese has water in it, if it's a little bit wet, you want to kind of get the water out. You don't want to bring the water. So make sure that you've kind of skimmed like this and get your cottage cheese out. And if there's any liquid in your cottage cheese, go ahead and drain it off or leave it in the container, because you don't want to put it on your toast. So here we are with our carb, which is your bread, your protein, a little bit of your veggie, and your healthy fat for the day, if you chose to use avocado or bacon. Now this is almost a complete meal. I just need to add something to complete my vegetable. In this case, I have this huge tomato, and I could do a side of seasoned sliced tomatoes, maybe add a few cucumbers if I needed them. Boy, that would be a perfect meal. I could do a little small salad on the side. I could do half of my veggie here and then throw a scoop of super fruit and veg in my protein drink and get the rest of my veggie in that way. There'd be a lot of ways to go about doing this, but here, my friends, is an avocado cottage cheese toast. Enjoy.